Volkanovski versus basically Khabib is the greatest fight of our time. People are saying, oh, these guys aren't stars. This isn't really... Once Ngannou left to go box midgets in the slap fighting league, this is now our Cinderella fight. Trust me, that's a manly term. I don't know why Volk is even trying this. He's running straight head first into a truck with spikes on the fenders. That should be illegal. But I think he's going to win. I know he will.
The power is within us. We can make this better. Forget divide and conquer. Weather the storm together.
This is going to be one of those fights where you're just sitting there watching, you're sweating, you're shaking, you're like, oh God, I'm going to be so nervous for Volk. Because he's like the best. Like, he's unbeatable at 145, and then you're going to move up to fight the killer Khabib's sister that makes breakfast for apes and then takes it from them. It's like, no, you're just an ape. He's so strong. So strong. Now, let me just get this out of the way. This is for pound number one. Somehow Makhachev is number two by beating Drew Dober, Thiago Moises, who's that? Dan frickin' Hooker. I've seen Dan lose fist fights to frickin' sushi chefs. And then Bobby Green cementing that he can beat top 15 fighters. And then his final win for the champ. The funny thing is, like, he's pound for pound number two after beating almost nobody to earn him that spot. But we basically know that he is the best just because he trained with Khabib and he was as good as him, basically. Some say better. His coach says he's more well-rounded. He has that aura of Dagestani bear mentality. On paper, this is a terrifying matchup for Volkanovski. I don't know why he's even trying it. I felt like he was going to move up, hoping that Charles Oliveira won. And that would have been a totally winnable fight. This one, there's so many questions. The thing is, people are saying Volk is the better striker. He is, technically, but just that threat of the takedown ruins your striking. Conor McGregor getting that overhand by Khabib and, like, knocked out almost because he was expecting a shot. I feel like there's going to be a lot of panic sprawls in Volkanovski's game. He's just going to be like, no, getting his hips back. A lot of those movements coming. So the striking, we might see Makhachev with the knockout just due to that fear, wrestling fear, jock sniffing fear. The reason I'm picking Volk to win, I think, is just the confidence. Like, he knows he's going to win. He's so confident. I just love, he walks on stage, he's like cocking his head, like, what, boys? He's Australian, and he's just so mentally strong. Like, he knows he's going to win. Even though most of us know he isn't, you can't bet against that. And then Makhachev's a little cocky. I don't like his smile, his laughing like a short guy. I hope that Volkanovski does something to knock that smirk off his face. He's always smiling. You overconfident piece of shit. There's happy confidence and strength, like I believe in myself, versus you're smaller than me, you little man, you tiny mini man, mini boy. Just mocking. Volkanovski has a 1-inch reach advantage. Take that, shorty. Either they're going to be like, I'm so much farther away from you. Huh. Ow. What the fuck? I'm here. Ow. Stop it. Ow. Why? You're shorter. I'm punching down. Ow! So it's a fascinating matchup. The real number one pound for pound, Volkanovski, versus the probably pound for pound number one. Who's gonna take it? Double champ status for Volk? Could be done. The funny thing is, if either man wins, if Volkanovski beats Makhachev, good luck, featherweights. Have fun with that dream of chasing a title. That dream died that night. If Volk can beat him, it's like, okay, now Josh Emmett or Yair. Oh no. That's just like, wow. And if Makhachev wins, beats Volkanovski, who the hell ever can say they've done that? Like one guy? Who did he ever lose to? He's 25-1. Some freak back. He probably slipped on some like butter in the ring. Who brings butter into the ring? If Makhachev wins, who at lightweight could even fathom? So things I'm going to be looking for in this fight. Is Makhachev going to grab a hold of Volkanovski at some point? And Volk is like, he said he's going to get back up. He's going to fight it off. You can't wrestle me for 25 minutes. Is it going to sink in the reality that, like, holy shit, what is holding me right now? Is this a human? A human has that strength, and he's just going to be, like, wrestled down, and he has no space to move. Remember when Poirier got back to the corner after fighting Khabib for the first round? He was like, not a lot of room to move, fellas. He, like, gave up immediately. He was mentally beaten. He was like, yeah, I can't do anything. As soon as he touches me, I have this much space to wiggle, and he stops that from happening. So, like, is this the game plan? Will this win me the fight? Ow, I hurt my back doing that. Oh, I've injured myself wiggling. That hurts. So will that happen at some point where just Volk realizes, holy shit, I'm in for a long night? Or will he just, like, be throwing off these takedowns and just, like, bouncing up, and it's like, and then he's tagging him. And he's like, holy shit, this little Volk, he's fast and strong. Oh, I'm not pound for pound anything. I am not Khabib. That could happen too. So, like, what's going to happen? I'm going to be so nervous. I hate watching these fights where I'm shaking and nervous and I'm, like, tired the rest of the day. It's like it affects me physically. I don't like this. I'm not watching it. I'll be happy for either guy. I love seeing greatness continue to be great, and they're both great, so they both have that chance to continue this legacy. Volk going up and winning the second belt, wow, he is the best. Or Makhachev being Khabib 2.0 and continuing his dominance, and then eventually going up to welterweight. Either are great scenarios. I'd be happy with a draw. That might be the best scenario. And then they fight again at heavyweight. When it comes to the other fight for the fake belt, it barely matters. I don't know how Yair Rodriguez ever loses. He's so explosive, but also tough. Like, you would think those two things together makes you unstoppable. He flies at you, hits really hard. Every strike he ever lands just looks like, how the hell did you take that? Him versus Holloway, I thought he killed. With those body shots he was landing, the kicks, it's like, wow. That would ruin several of your organs. Good luck selling your organs on a Chinese black market after fighting Yair. Good luck. They'll be damaged. You'll get half the price. I've seen it happen. When it comes to Josh Emmett, he's bald and short. So, like, it's hard to cheer for him. He's not, like, special looking. Sometimes I just prefer the genetically better looking person in a fight. Just because celebrities are handsome and it's fun to look at them. It's like, wow, you really were dealt a nice hand in life. I hope you win. I hope you do well. You just, like, you see them and you start smiling like a giddy schoolgirl. It's like, wow, they're so beautiful. What's that like? And it's cool. So Josh Emmett, I have zero of those feelings towards. He's on the lower end of what is achievable by mankind, so I don't foresee him winning. I don't think he won his last fight, so whatever. Yair, new fake champion, to fight Volkanovski, returning after a victory. 2 belts, and Yair will take both. He's gonna lose, but go Volk. When it comes to the other fights on the card, nobody cares about any of them. Go start a TikTok channel or something and gain some momentum in your life, you boring-ass adults. But I respect you for trying so hard, all of you. I'm going to leave. Who do you think's going to win? I know a lot of people are probably picking Makhachev, and they wouldn't be wrong. But the inner belief that Volk has, it's contagious, and I believe him too. We're done. Thanks for watching and thumbing up the video, of course. Subscribing